Good morning, fam. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for tuning in. I was thinking this morning, I was actually thinking about Dr. Ericana and her attempts with ADDI to have African Americans be able to get their citizenships with Burkina Faso. And it looked like it was a good deal. A lot of people were, joining ADDI. African Americans. I don't say FBAs. I don't believe in FBA. I believe that we are Africans that were brought over on the transatlantic slave trade. So I will say African Americans. But I believe that African Americans, they were excited. They of course they were joining, and everything looked like it was on the up for it. But then all of a sudden, Burkina Faso wouldn't allow citizenship, but they changed it to residency. So if you think about it, why would that happen that way? I know that Dr. Ericana appeared to be, disappointed. There was a lot of pushback. There was a lot of negative, unfair things that were said against her that shouldn't have been said. I do believe that, she deserves respect. She is basically, trying to help our people get back to the motherland, because a lot of our people do not want to be in the West. But if you look at what took place and you look at what the Bible says, Abraham Traore is a man of noble character. Like he's just not going to do anything foul, dishonest, or to intentionally, harm anybody. There's a bigger reason at play to why, they changed it to residency. So according to prophecy, if you're looking at how things are lining up, African Americans do match the prophecies according to the Bible, according to the book of Deuteronomy. They meet them basically. So we're talking about a lot of African Americans. Once that you went through, you would have saw a lot of African Americans trying to make their way over to Burkina Faso, whether they can afford it or not. Okay. But if you think about it, with African Americans being the children of Israel, that's not the plan. That's not the plan of the Lord, because according to the Bible, when the children of Israel are collected from the four corners of the earth, they will not be going out impoverished. They're going to go out with great substance, whether that's reparations. I don't know how it will take place, but they're coming out with great substance. So for all of the atrocity, all of the things that were committed against African Americans, against our ancestors, to just have our people scraping and just doing what they have to do to barely get out, to get to Burkina Faso. And I don't believe that that's the plan of the Lord. Now, does Ibrahim Traore, does the government of Burkina Faso know this? I think it's probable that they do know. And they know that it would be a struggle for a lot of us to leave. And I believe that they believe that we deserve better. So if things had gone according to plan and they granted everybody citizenship, you have to think so if everything went according to plan and African Americans did go ahead and get the citizenship, a lot of our people, with them going over there, would have had to think about repercussions. And I think that the government of Burkina Faso is probably thinking along those lines of protecting us, because if you can imagine African Americans trickling out of here slowly, family by family, do you think that would not be problematic? Do you look at the finances that would be leaving this country. Do you think that this country would just be cheering and, okay, go ahead, see, hasta la vista, see you later? Do you think that would go down like that? Probably not. And I'm going to wrap up with this. Look at what Benin is offering us. they're offering citizenship, right? So that is actually valid, like right now, like we can go get citizenship. But what also is taking place simultaneously? We have we have a bill that had just passed, and it has to do with, individuals that have dual citizenship, making it more difficult to renew their passports. And they have to, provide more information and, verify status of living and, their connection to America. So if they're not able to produce all these new strenuous requirements, then they're in jeopardy of losing their citizenship. So, I mean, if you ask me, put two and two together, that seems like retaliation a little bit, because this new bill would target us, and it's on the table to block dual citizenship from Americans altogether. Now, could that be why Ibrahim Traore and the government of Burkina Faso, could that be why they said, you know what, let's not go this route, because the Most High God has something bigger for them? And I'm thinking that's their mind frame. But if you look at what the word says, when the African Americans, the children of Israel, actually make it out of this country, they're not going out without a fight, because the Bible says that dragon is coming after them and is going to spew water out of his mouth, in an attack. So it's not going to happen without some type of resistance, retaliation efforts. And so, yes, our brothers over in the Sahel, yes, they're thinking of all this. And I could bet and almost guarantee that they're thinking along these lines. So I extend my gratitude to Dr. Ericana. We appreciate everything that she's done, but we will yet look up, for our redemption draweth nigh, and we need to keep our eyes focused on Jesus Christ, the Messiah. And like Brother Tim would say, some of you say Yahusha, some of you say Yahweh. I say Jesus, but everybody is welcome. This is all in love. And so thank you all for listening, and you all have a blessed Christmas.